All right, moving on, as around 14 aircraft of IndiGo and GoAir remain grounded, the flyers from across the country may have to brace themselves for disruptions in their travel plans. Some flights of budget carriers IndiGo and GoAir will remain cancelled till March 24. As many as 50 flights were cancelled yesterday of both the airlines, and around equal number of flights were cancelled today as well. On Monday, the Director General of Civil Aviation of the DGCA grounded 14 A320 neo planes of IndiGo and GoAir running on Pratt & Whitney engines. The airline said they were trying to accommodate passengers on other flights to minimize the inconvenience caused. Meanwhile, reports say airfares on key routes have shot up as a result of grounding of these flights, though the airlines say the price rise had nothing to do with the grounding of the aircraft of IndiGo and GoAir. Right, joining me now is my colleague Sumit Chaturvedi. Good evening, Sumit. Now, who do you blame for the mess? Is it the airline, the aircraft manufacturer, or the DGCA, or all three?
Well, Ramesh, it's nobody's fault, I would say, in the sense that this had to happen someday because the problems was with engines. If they hadn't grounded them earlier, they had to ground them someday. So this has happened now, and clearly the planes are grounded, and nobody but passengers are suffering. But these airlines can make good the losses because they will be receiving compensation. So in a way, if they accommodate all passengers on different flights, in a way, if they bring down airfares or compensate the passengers who are going to suffer losses, that will make the losses, or we can compensate the passengers for the losses suffered. Because it's not a national service, the people have paid money for travel in case the flights are cancelled. There are provisions in the civil aviation regulations, and there they are paid. And IndiGo is also making all efforts, especially so that their name is not maligned, their overall image is not maligned. So it's nobody's fault, in fact, I would say. But yes, IndiGo and GoAir, if they try, they can be a better airline. They can emerge stronger out of this crisis. They have to build an image, but they can, right now the image is at stake because they have clearly cancelled the aircraft. It's not their fault, it's the engine manufacturer's fault, who will later on by June, will be replacing these engines. But IndiGo and GoAir, they can make good the losses for customers, for passengers by compensating them in a big way.
Also, Sumit, you've been covering this story for the last several days now. When do you think, or how quickly can we expect the services to return to normal?
Well, it looks like not before June because Pratt & Whitney is looking into the issue, and they have said that they will replace the engines of the aircraft by June only. Only then the services will be restored. But looking at that, it's just a small part of IndiGo and GoAir flights because only 14 aircraft are grounded. IndiGo has a fleet of 155 aircraft. GoAir has a fleet of around 32 aircraft. Yes, it's not going to allow them to expand on the way they wanted to expand. But as far as current disruptions are concerned, they can really control them very soon by making adjustments. It's just a small part of it. 3% of the total aircraft, of the overall total aircraft available across the industry are grounded. It's just 3%. That's what we have seen. Worse than that in Air India strike case, or the strike happens, all the planes are grounded. Here, only 3% of the industry's overall, we can say that capacity is grounded at this moment.